What's up and welcome back everybody to another video with your man Gamecock Chuck. Hey, don't forget to hit that like, share, comment, and as always, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you all are having a blessed and wonderful Wednesday afternoon. South Carolina is getting ready to head off on the road this weekend, Saturday, to take on the back-to-back defending national champions, number one team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. On paper, this looks like a matchup nightmare for South Carolina. Looks like South Carolina's going to get destroyed because Georgia, be honest with you, I'm not one of these sunshine pumper Gamecock fans, but Georgia is loaded on talent. I mean, there's no denying that. They got five-star talent on top of five-star talent at every position. I think maybe the only position that South Carolina may have a slight advantage on would be Spencer Rattler. I think he's playing exceptional this year. Now, Carson Beck is not playing horrible. He's done pretty well as far as the quarterback position for Georgia, taking over for Stetson Bennett. But I think just by the experience that Rattler has, I'd give a slight edge to Rattler. Now, when you look at the weapons that each quarterback has, but yeah, Carson Beck has a lot of talent on the outside to get the ball to. They're loaded at the wide receiver room. Got a couple transfers in, one from Missouri and one from Mississippi State. So they got talent out there. They got Ladd McConkey, Brock Bowers, the best tight end in the country. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's an explosive player, a playmaker, can make things happen with it. So they got talent there at the wide receiver position and the tight end position. Their offensive line is huge and massive and can push any defensive line wherever they want to push them. There's no denying that. Running back room, like I said, they got a stable running back room. They got a stable of running backs that can dominate at any time. And that's one area that South Carolina struggled last year, was against the run. We were one of the worst teams at stopping the run, and there's no denying that. We all know that. Any Gamecock fan, they'll say that. I mean, there's no denying that. We was one of the worst teams defending the run last year. As far as our secondary is pretty young and unproven, so they know they're going to have to step up and play and face a lot of adversity this year, and hopefully, go through some growing pains and just get better as the year goes along and be ready to step up and play big next year. As far as the defensive side of the ball, Georgia's probably the best defense in the country, if not one of the top defenses in the country at least. They got a massive defensive line, great secondary linebackers. Like I said, they got five-star talent on top of five-star talent, waiting on five-star talent to graduate. So, I mean, they got playmakers, and there's no denying that. So this game, I mean, if you look at that versus what South Carolina's bringing in, like I said, we got Spencer Rattler. As far as our offense, you got Juice Wells, if he's healthy. Beamer seems to think he's going to play in this game. Not 100% sure, but we got him out there on the outside. Got Xavier Legette, which just came on, huge for us this year. Through two games of this season, Xavier Legette is leading the SEC in yards. The man's put up almost 300 yards receiving through two games, so he's put in the work, and it's actually showing. This year is actually, coming to fruition for him, and I'm excited for him. Outside of that, we got some other talent out there that just hasn't had a chance to get out there and develop like we think they should be. That needs more playing time, gets a chance to or has a chance to get out there and get better. As far as the running back room, our rushing has been abysmal this year. We're averaging about 53 yards a game, and that's due in part to our offensive line. Our offensive line has got knocked around, pushed around through two games. North Carolina made our offensive line pretty much non-existent. Getting Spencer Rattler, flushing him out of the pocket, putting pressure on him, sacking him 9 times. Now, if that line don't play any better against Georgia, it could be a bad night for the Gamecocks. I'm not saying Spencer's going to get sacked, 9 times or more, but they got to show some improvement from week 1 to week 2 to week 3. So, and they showed a little bit of improvement last week, but it was an FCS team in Furman, so they're going to have to step up big time this week against a vaunted Georgia defense. The one thing about this game that really pisses me off, though, the most about Georgia is dang Kirby Smart. This man takes something that has nothing to do with his program and twists it around, turns it around, manipulates it, and tries to use it as motivation. And yet there's a lot of Georgia fans out there that wants to clown Shane Beamer for his hot dog comment against North Carolina. But yet they got a coach that takes a comment from SEC Media Day that wasn't even directed toward his program and tried to manipulate it to give his team some kind of, I guess, give them some kind of motivation or something, or the fans' motivation. You know, come on, man, that's bullshit. This guy, man, y'all are defending back-to-back national champions. You shouldn't need motivation like this. You shouldn't have to draw stuff like this out, twist stuff like this around just to inspire your team, to inspire your fans to show up for a game. I've been to Athens, you know, back when we had Lou Holtz back in the shitty days, and even then, you know, a lot of Georgia fans showed up and was loud and obnoxious and was there. And you don't need to twist some comment that wasn't even directed towards your program, or you shouldn't if you are defending back-to-back national champion. You shouldn't need that kind of bullshit to get your fans to show up. So that's the only thing that really pisses me off about Georgia, is the way Kirby Smart is doing things, and everybody wants to poke fun at Shane Beamer for some of his antics when, you know, I mean, that's just, it's ridiculous. Kind of like that year, was it last year for last, he said that the media was saying they weren't going to win but like 5 or 6 games or whatever it was, and how they felt disrespectful, and when he clearly knew they had the best team in all of college football, but yeah, he's going to say some bullshit like that. And, you know, I don't know. Like I said, it's just, that's the only thing that irritates me the most about, you know, about Georgia. But like I said, we headed down there Saturday. Well, the Gamecocks are headed down there Saturday, take on the Bulldogs. Like I said, I'm not expecting the Gamecocks to win. It's not what this is about. I'm just want to talk a little bit about, you know, the game. Hopefully I see some good positive, a little bit of positive stuff from the Gamecocks. Hopefully Rattler has a pretty decent day, a solid day, doesn't get killed out there. Hopefully we can keep it kind of competitive early on. I don't expect this game to be a fourth quarter, you know, contest. I expect the game to be out of hand, you know, probably midway through the third quarter at least, if not the beginning of the third quarter, or about midway through the third quarter, I guess. So I expect this game probably to be out of hand by then, but we shall see. Stranger things have happened, and we're gonna watch the game, cheer on the Gamecocks, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, I think South Carolina may score probably about, if I had to guess, anywhere between probably 14 to 17 points, maybe. I'd say about 13 to 17, somewhere in that area, in my opinion. I think we may get a couple scores, and Georgia will probably end up having probably about 40, 45 points, somewhere around there. So with that being said, hey, I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys enjoy this content. If you do, smash that subscribe button, hit that like, share, comment, do all them things. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Gamecock Chuck, I'm out. Peace.